Imagine walking into a quiet suburban home in Texas. Everything looks normal from the outside. But beneath the floorboards, hidden in the darkness, lies a horrifying secret. A young mother, brutally beaten, silenced forever by the very man she once trusted. This is not just another crime story. This is the chilling case of Valerian Will Osteen, a man who thought he could bury his sins, literally, under his own house. Before we dive deep into this shocking case, make sure you hit the like button if you want more true crime stories like this. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss an update on the most chilling crimes across America. Your support keeps us bringing these stories to light. 28-year-old Osteen was once in a relationship with 26-year-old Marissa Grimes, a devoted mother of 2 children. But what began as love spiraled into a nightmare of control, violence, and finally, murder. The tragedy left not just a family shattered but an entire community haunted by one terrifying question. How could this have been prevented? Marissa's loved ones had seen the warning signs. Prosecutors later revealed that Osteen had a violent history, especially towards Marissa. Back in January of 2022, things had already escalated dangerously. He threatened her life, trapping her inside his home for days. It was only after she secretly texted her father for help that law enforcement stepped in. Osteen was arrested on domestic violence charges. And when he bonded out of jail, the court ordered him to stay away from her and wear a GPS ankle monitor. But rules and restrictions couldn't stop the rage building inside him. Prosecutors told the jury that Osteen was furious. Furious that charges were hanging over his head. Furious that he had to wear that ankle monitor. Furious that Marissa had dared to stand up for herself. He even told people close to him that he planned to kill her. And yet, despite all the red flags, Marissa's heart was conflicted. Her family, terrified for her safety, convinced her to move far away to West Texas. But Osteen wasn't done with her. He lured her back into conversations, back into visits, back into the dangerous orbit she had fought to escape. On February 12, 2022, as Marissa prepared to move, she rented a U-Haul truck. That night, she made what would be the last stop of her life, at Osteen's home to say goodbye. What happened next can only be described as a descent into horror. Witnesses later recalled seeing Osteen threaten Marissa with a gun that very night. Hours later she was gone. Her family knew instantly that something was wrong. They reported her missing, and not long after, her U-Haul was discovered abandoned just a mile from Osteen's house. When authorities searched his residence, the truth emerged in the most gruesome way. Beneath the home in the crawl space lay Marissa's body. It was wrapped in blankets and a tarp, decomposing, hidden away like a dark secret Osteen hoped would never be uncovered. But the horror didn't end there. Prosecutors revealed that he had actually dug a shallow grave for her and then continued living above her body, for 10 long days. Imagine that, the murderer carrying on with his life while the victim of his brutality lay just beneath his feet. The details of Marissa's final moments were nothing short of torture. The medical examiner testified that she had suffered a broken arm, a broken nose, fractured ribs, 2 black eyes, and countless cuts and lacerations across her head. The cause of death, blunt force trauma. In the prosecutor's chilling words, she was beaten to death. She had been tortured. This wasn't a moment of anger. It was premeditated, calculated. A man who once said he would kill her, made sure his words became reality. During the trial, the jury listened as Marissa's story unfolded piece by painful piece. They heard about her fear, her attempts to escape, and her tragic decision to give Osteen one last chance. They heard about her children, 2 young lives now left without their mother. And they heard about the monster who robbed them of her. Assistant District Attorney Elena Bangs told the courtroom, "He dug her a shallow grave and lived above her for 10 days. Those words painted a chilling picture of a man devoid of remorse, a man who had turned his home into a tomb. And finally, on September 22, 2023, justice caught up with Valerian Will Osteen. The jury delivered the ultimate sentence, death. He would pay for his cruelty with his life. But even with a death sentence, the haunting reality remains. A young mother is gone, 2 children will grow up without her love, and a family will forever live with the scar of knowing her cries for help weren't enough to save her. Marissa's case stands as a tragic reminder of the deadly cycle of domestic violence. Too often, victims feel trapped between love and fear, hope and danger. Too often, their pleas go unheard until it's too late. And so, as we tell her story today, it's not just about one man's brutality. It's about raising awareness, about reminding us that behind closed doors, countless others are living the same nightmare Marissa lived. Victims who may still have a chance to be saved. If only someone listens. So next time you hear a cry for help or see signs of abuse, don't ignore them. Speak up. Because silence can kill, and stories like Marissa's prove it. If you found this case as shocking as we did, please like this video and share it with others. Awareness saves lives. And if you want us to keep uncovering these disturbing true crime stories from across the US, subscribe to the channel and support our work. Together, we can make sure that stories like Marissa's are never forgotten. This was the case of Valerian Will Osteen, the man who thought he could hide his crime under his own home. But the truth always finds a way out. And for Marissa Grimes, though her life was cut tragically short, her story will never be silenced.